In Chapter 4-3 of Radiant Dawn, we switch back to the Silver Army's perspective for one of the most unpleasant desert maps in the entire series. As the group marches through the desert, Micaiah and Sanaki converse, discovering that Micaiah's prophetic powers are eerily similar to that of a Benyan apostle. Then, suddenly, as if on cue, Vice Minister Lacane, the architect of most of the Tellius duology's tragedies, teleports in to loudly declare Sanaki to be an imposter, because the true apostle of this generation, her sister, was assassinated many years ago. This is a desert realm map with 74 enemies, and the entire map is covered in sand, resulting in a significant movement penalty for most units that are not flyers or mages. Fortunately, I have brought my flyers and mages, who can steadily chip away the enemies with hit and run attacks. Much like most of Part 4, this map isn't particularly challenging, but is an absolute slog and a true test of your patience. On turn 5, the Black Knight warps in, slaughtering a good number of enemies, and at this point you can simply spam end turn to wait for the Black Knight to slowly move around and kill everything on the map. However, since I want XP for my units, I try to defeat the enemies before he can steal all of the XP. This map is also full of hidden treasure, most of which is of questionable usefulness. Of particular note is the Dragonfoe skill, which grants the user effective damage against dragons, which is exclusively useful on one single map that can already be trivialized in many ways. I also make sure to recruit the hidden character Stefan by having Micaiah step on a very specific tile, giving us a strong pre-promo and a very strong weapon, neither of which I will end up using for anything. After eventually routing the map, the Black Knight tries to get Micaiah to go with him to the Tower of Guidance via teleportation but refuses to explain anything. Micaiah understandably asks questions, but since the Black Knight lacks social skills, he decides to warp away to avoid the awkward situation.